determine what America means. The powerful have always known their answer. America, in their view, is an arena of supremacy, where only a select few are allowed freedom, where not all are created equal. America, if you ask them, becomes less the more people it welcomes. America, they will tell you, belongs only to those with the right accent or the right shade of skin. Division is the oldest trick in politics, and the cheapest. But time and again, including 250 years ago, those forces of division have been vanquished by the forces of progress.
Okay, apparently the people standing with him are new citizens who have just gotten their citizenship. Matt Whitlock, former NRSC senior advisor, Faiz Shakir, senior advisor to Bernie Sanders. You got your work cut out for you for the next couple of years, okay? What you think of that message from Mayor Z?
I'm actually grateful that he's doing this on America 250, because I feel like President Reagan said, it is a time for choosing. He's presenting a contrasting view of a very different America than what we're celebrating today. The engine of the greatest engine for freedom, prosperity, in the history of the entire world, of peace, of all the good things. Zohran is presenting essentially a Dependence Day message of here's what we can do with more government, raise your taxes and a lower quality of services around you. And I think most people here and around the country today celebrating America 250 feel very differently than what Zohran is presenting.
And Faiz, I'm sure you disagree.
New Yorkers are feeling great.
But it's kind of a weird tone. I mean, we're here celebrating, well, America is celebrating. And he's got this somber tone, as if it's not a great time to be in America.
Well, in the preamble of the Constitution, it says something along the lines of, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, promote the general welfare, provide for the common defense, secure blessings for our posterity and ourselves. Now, this more perfect union, that's what we're after, is the sense that we aren't perfect right now, but we can both hold the patriotic values of this country and know that we're constantly in struggle to improve it. If any of you feel like the economy is going great, maybe if you made $1 billion off crypto last year, it is going great for you. But the rest of us aren't feeling so great. We can improve upon that. Zohran is doing it in New York. We need it across the country.
I just listened. That's the first time I've heard it, his commentary, and it went longer. But I think we've always celebrated our differences in the fact that, I don't know where your ancestors are from, but I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know where your ancestors are from, and I'm proud of them. Same for you and for all of us. I think celebrate our differences. Here we go, editorial. No more appeasement. Democrats need to fight the DSA. The DSA is disciplined and growing, but it can be beaten, both in elections and in the fight for the soul of the Democratic Party. Mainstream Democrats must rally to this cause. If they don't, the consequences of the party in the country will be catastrophic. How do you see that shaping up?
I see right now that what the Democrat socialists have done incredibly effectively is run up the white educated women vote total in tiny primaries where normal Democrats are staying home because they have no enthusiasm. But if you look at races like Diana DeGette in Colorado, Democrats spent a lot of money for her, but they still couldn't get her over an enthusiasm gap. If she had performed the same way she's performed in every other of her 15 primaries, she would have won. But the Democrat socialists are seizing on no enthusiasm and a massive power vacuum in the Democrat Party. And unless Democrats can find a way to get their normies out to vote, they're going to be run by communists.
I mean,
they're normies.
In 2024, Kamala lost to Donald Trump. And part of the reason why she lost was she didn't inspire a lot of people to turn out. The Democratic vote fell. Now, if you look at Milagros in Denver, the 18 to 34 age bracket performed at the same rate as older age brackets. What happens there? Young people feeling enthusiastic, inspired, not just in Denver, but New York and all across this country. And it's not just Democratic socialists. There's a lot of pro-labor candidates running in red to blue districts that are similarly benefiting from a Bernie endorsement and are finding that they are generating the kind of turnout that Kamala Harris was not able to.
Okay, all right, here comes another one, guys. Buckle up.
Hey,
stand by. Cue.
They're responding to Faiz.
Happy 4th. This is great.
Faiz, happy 4th,
awesome.
all right?
Thank you.
Matthew, nice
happy
to see you.
Happy 4th. Good to be with you.
all right, guys, thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.